It's no secret that Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania had a bad second weekend at the box office. It wasn't good. It's yet another Marvel movie that's been in decline since its opening weekend. Phase 4 saw lackluster results, and I know that they've made money, but my point is when you compare them to how the movies were doing before, it's night and day. Phase 4 and now Phase 5 are lackluster. This movie, though, has the pleasure of being beaten by a B movie in Elizabeth Banks' Cocaine Bear. That's embarrassing that you almost got beaten by that movie, at least domestically. I think they're okay worldwide, but domestically, there's a little bit of a problem there. And I think they realize that. That's why you saw so many delays get announced a few weeks ago. Echo, delayed. Ironheart, delayed. And the Marvels, delayed till November. And we have some reasons that are revealed here by Cosmic Book News on why this movie is possibly delayed. And spoilers, it's reshoots. So apparently they want to try and squeeze out some reshoots for this movie because they know it's bad. In fact, they know it's bad because apparently test audience scores are shit. This is a pretty believable rumor because this movie was supposed to come out in June or July. I mean, honestly, that's right around the corner. It's not that far away. So I would imagine that they have some kind of rough cut that they're showing test audiences. And that's not going so good. Shocker. I know. I mean, who couldn't believe that? I mean, Captain Marvel was such an amazing movie. It was just brilliant. Beautiful movie. I think they have a writer from the She-Hulk that worked on this movie, too, by the way. That should tell you everything you need to know right there. She-Hulk is one of the biggest pieces of shit I think that they've put out so far. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm pretty sure, though, that somebody from She-Hulk is helping write this movie. So this shouldn't be a shocker. This is Marvel's problem. This is Hollywood's problem, actually, in general, is that you have these people that work on their shit and keep getting moved to different projects. My favorite example of that is Batwoman. They shut down Batwoman and moved that entire team, not just the writers, like everybody that worked on that show over to Gotham Knights. And you expect Gotham Knights to be a good show? No, that's not going to happen. So here's what's being said here. The Wrap reported on the new release date and offered that the delay was to give the film more time for post-production, which is something that fits with all the reports surrounding Marvel's FX problems, such as with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So it was figured that since the Marvel was given more time for post-production, that it was about the visual effects, as the film is going to be another heavy CGI-intensive movie, so Disney and Marvel delayed the release to make the flick look all the better again, instead of what happened with Quantumania. However, the real problem might not just be the visual effects with the Marvels, as two sources offer a different reason, which is even worrisome. So, first source, Grace Randolph. Take it for what it is. I think she's probably right on this one, though, because it makes sense. It makes sense. She says the reason for the Marvel's delay is that the movie tested poorly with audiences and test screens. Or screen tests. Certainly, the VFX weren't done for the screen tests said to be held months ago, so they can't be all to blame. The Marvels was pushed from summer to winter due to poor audience test scores, so Marvel wants to do yet another round of reshoots to avoid, well, another round of this kind of mess, says Randolph. Then it's backed up by Giant Freaking Robot, who are also hit or miss, by the way, who actually first reported on the poor test screening reactions 7 months ago. The site said that Marvel Studios is getting nervous after poor test screenings of the Marvels. I think we can agree that it's probably true that the movie's having poor test screenings. Interesting, but expected. I'm not shocked that this movie has poor test screenings. Not shocked at all, because you've seen Captain Marvel, right? This movie was always going to be a piece of shit. They're trying to hype this up like it's the new Avengers. Kevin Feige out there running around saying, the last time I felt something like this was when I watched the first Avengers. Serious, he's out there saying that. It's like, are you kidding, man? First off, nobody watched the Marvels. Or no, Miss Marvel. I don't know if that show's good or bad, by the way. I didn't watch it. I heard some people liked it, but it doesn't matter. Nobody tuned in for it. And then you've got Monica Rambeau, who was only in a couple episodes of WandaVision, and then Captain Marvel. No one's excited for this. I am really curious to how this movie performs, because this is kind of similar to the Black Panther Wakanda Forever situation, where you're expecting this movie to do big numbers because, don't forget, Captain Marvel made $1 billion. So if this movie fails, this is bad, because they're putting a lot of weight on Brie Larson. They expect her to be the new Iron Man. She's the new face of the MCU. Don't forget that. She's the new face of the MCU. So they need this movie to do well. Imagine if this movie flops, Ant-Man style. That'll be a disaster, because Kevin Feige's running around telling Bob Iger and all of these people that this is their new moneymaker. This is their new Robert Downey Jr. So this movie is gonna be the next phase. This is how they know that the MCU will live on and do well. So we'll see. Not looking good. Not looking good. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.